Hello, everyone. Stephanie here with Into the Looking Glass. I am getting ready this morning and I want to introduce you to some new products I absolutely adore. I do carry them in my store. The link will be below and I just want to demonstrate them to you. I have no foundation or anything on. Did my eyes. I always wear lashes in the morning, so I did that in the morning all day. Anyway, the first thing is called a Pretty Putty. I love this. This is a lot like the e.l.f. I'll show you. I think I have the e.l.f. over here. This is the e.l.f. It's the exact same size. As a matter of fact, you get a little more in the Pretty Putty than you do the e.l.f. I've used all of that up, but it's still even the same color, almost the same consistency. I think this one is a little smoother. The other thing I have is it's called Cover It, and it comes in like 6 different shades. I love this. It is a concealer and foundation in one. So it does not take a lot. You do not need a powder with it, but because I'm in this all day and I don't touch up as a rule. I'm also going to try it out in my show tonight. Just a little more than probably what I should be putting on there. Let's put a little up here. So I always use one of these kind of brushes, and I sell these in the store too. And you can make this, excuse me, this is a medium coverage. I'm putting it on kind of like a little bit lighter in certain areas. Excuse me. It's so beautiful here in Vegas. I got the windows open, but it's that time of year for allergies too. So and to me, just looks like skin. The video doesn't do it justice, really. I think it looks so much better in person. And I always put some on my neck just to kind of blend it out. I have rosacea over there. I don't really need any more of this, but I'm still going to put a little bit on. And I've tried all types of foundations, always waiting for the next and greatest one. And this is amazing. You got to check this out on my store. And if you stop by, I'll even test it on you. So you can try it. I'm here in Vegas. If you're local, by all means, stop by. So the other product I have, now I've got it on, and with the Pretty Putty, you need to let it set at least 30 seconds. And what I found out about it, and it's the same way with the e.l.f., 45 seconds to a minute is even better. But it does kind of give you a little bit of glow. You don't need, I always go back and beat this in. You don't necessarily need powder with this, but like I said, because I am in this all day and don't touch up. Now this is, I've carried banana powder before, but this is new. It's like in a little new case, and it's a pressed powder. And what I like to do, if I can find my brush here for it. Okay, we'll use another one of these. I just kind of dip it in, shake it. It doesn't have a lot to shake, and I put a little bit of that around when I was ordering, I was going to get some rice powder, and I know some people are allergic to those proteins. Oh, by the way, this is also vegan friendly, animal cruelty, free of free of animal cruelty, and it really feels good on my skin. Um, and I'm just showing, and I'm a senior, and oh yeah, by the way, I have a birthday on Friday, so I am definitely a senior, trying to just keep up. I'm what the kids are calling, instead of a MILF, a GILF. And now the powder I'm going to use on this, I love this powder. I wish, sometimes it does make things a little darker. It's by Almay, and it is a true matte. And the reason I wear a matte is because I'm in this all day, and otherwise I'll have to go and touch up. And I don't use much of it. I just kind of lightly go over it. And my alarm was going off telling me it's time to get moving. So you see that? And then I'm going to go back and, oh, that brush is not good. Kind of dust it off. And let's do some quick contouring. I don't do anything like really heavy or dark. I know on video there's certain things you have to do to make it look really good on video, and I'm just trying to keep it a little more real here, a little more normal. I love makeup. I absolutely love makeup. My allergies are actually killing me today with my runny nose and everything. Now, what I like to do, this, I have a lot of palettes in this store. This is one that's not in my store, and I don't know how I always end up with these. People give these to me. This is by BCBG, or it says BCB Generation. And I love these colors. They're very neutral and all of that. It goes with almost every skin tone. But I'm going to just kind of take my brush and I'm going to slide, let me see, slide over some of these colors. And then this is something I've been wanting to show y'all if y'all have problems doing cheeks or whatever. And this will help define your cheeks too, because you can see I have a very full face. And now some people are doing their cheeks up higher, some are doing lower. As a rule, if you go depth, it makes your face slimmer. If you come across, it makes your face wider. By doing it up here, it can make your face a little longer, but it also helps kind of lift. You do what you do, what makes you happy on it. Play with it all. I go back and forth with it all. So I just hold that up like this and see that it gives that definition. Now, what I've noticed that Cher has done, and I'm going to show you, because this is another palette by them I got at Christmas, and it's almost the same colors as that. I was watching Cher the other day in an interview. I love Cher. There is, I'll just put it out there, I thought she was always interesting looking, but until probably the late 90s, I never thought she was just absolutely beautiful. And she's truly a swan, and I look up to her for that. Of course, I love Dolly Parton because of all the makeup and everything. Anyway, I digress. I was noticing that Cher, she did her contour, but then she did, instead of doing her cheek all the way over like she used to and what she's known for, she was just doing the color back here, putting it up almost by her eye, like that. And I was like, okay, I know she's always taken care of her skin. That's what I've always tried to do too. But she's changed her makeup around, and I don't know how many people have really noticed that. Let's get a little... And it does just kind of lift, but the problem is if you have a really long face, it's going to make this part in here longer by doing it way up like that. And I love the way makeup trends, everything changes, all of that. Let's see, maybe I should put some eyeliner on underneath my eye. Now, what I like to do, and this is going on a little longer than I wanted it to, so it was just supposed to be about the foundation. But I love the foundation. I love these little brushes. I have these in my store too. And I take a little bit of this brown color. I go right underneath my eye. I can't find my white pencil, otherwise I put a white pencil on the inside and it opens it up a lot more. But, and on top I have like a metallic, kind of a metallic purple. I don't know if you can see that. And then I take my pencil, whatever I just did with it, there it is, and I go with the line underneath. You can do the line, the pencil first, then go with the shadows, but notice I'm kind of pulling, and then I like to go back and do that. Okay, so I'm going to contour my nose now, and there's different ways you can do that too. Find the easiest way for you. You can also use the card like this, like just a straight edge. It can be a piece of cardboard, piece of paper, whatever. I've gotten so used to doing it. Now, there are several ways. Like some people are doing just a thin line and then basically all this gets contoured in. I kind of go more with my natural nose for my daytime stuff. So I kind of have what Judy Garland originally had. I have like a wide nose. It's not as wide as Reba's. It's not as big as Liza's, and it's not quite like Cher's, but kind of. It's like in between it all that can be like manipulated to look like a bunch of different stuff. So I just kind of keep it a little simple. And if I wasn't talking so much, you would see how fast this is. And then for my everyday, I usually just do a lip gloss, and I forget who this is by. I've had it for so long, the label's worn off. And I have pretty full lips. I have a little bit smaller upper lip, and I can make those bigger, smaller. And for some of you that follow me, like on my Facebook and stuff, you'll see I change everything around, and it really depends on how much sleep I've had, all of that kind of stuff, and the way I look. And yeah, foundations can help. I've had a lot of dental work, so what I'm seeing is my face is doing this more, and as I'm getting older, I'm seeing the lines, like, I don't know, there's not like a hard line, but like these folds. I guess it's from the nasal folds and stuff like that. I haven't had any face work done other than laser and electrolysis. Yes, senior tran here. I wanted to get a facelift, and I decided against it, but then I checked in with a doctor, and because I'm diabetic, he was like, oh, absolutely not. We don't want to do that. Lasers are another option, but they don't last as long as a facelift. And I mean, I'm at like senior, like your granny senior type thing right now. And I was like, oh, I've gone this long without it. What's the point? I do makeup, and I like to wear extensions and wigs and all of that kind of stuff to make it more fun, and I can be any hair color I want to be when I don't want to be this color. So I do that. Don't let anyone tell you there's one particular way to do anything. You find what works for you. The difference between trend and the difference between style. Style never goes out of fashion. And trend comes and goes. Trend can help keep you youthful if you keep up a little bit with it. Meaning, for instance, let's say red shoes back in the 80s. Red shoes went with everything. Thank you, Tina Turner. And you could wear red. And even now, red shoes go with everything. But that was a huge... excuse me, let me have some more coffee here. But that was a huge trend with everyone wearing red shoes. I remember wearing a black dress with red shoes and all of that. And so a fashion statement is if you wear the slick pants, maybe high-waisted, maybe medium, maybe low, depending on what the trend is there. But just like a slick, nice pant that fits you right with maybe a white silk blouse. I kind of think of Diane Keaton when I think of that kind of stuff, and then put some red shoes with it, and it like makes it trendy, modern. And Cher does a really good job. I keep bringing Cher up because, yeah, I guess I'm a Cher freak, but she does a really good job at that, fashion icon, and being able to blend all of that together. And I think that's one of the things that helps keep her youthful. But if you have a style and you love it, you just do it. Don't let anyone tell you it's wrong. You do you. But I do think in this day and age that as we get older, they tell us not to wear as much makeup or to do that. And I think they're wrong. I think the big mistake is when I see with women when they get older, they're not wearing enough makeup. Now, keep in mind, makeup is eyes, cheeks, and lips. Foundation's not considered makeup. I also see a lot of people going barefaced. I've done it. But I don't like to do it because of the sun, because I use a SPF, but then in my foundations have a SPF too. And you want to prevent that overly wrinkling. Of course we're going to get wrinkled. Of course we're going to get older. That's just part of life. But you don't have to look like you've been in a weathered storm. It can be a little softer looking, a little better, even though you're older. And that's where good skincare and makeup will come in. Anyway, I've been going on, and I haven't meant to do that. Try this. It's on my website. It's called Pretty Putty. And try the Cover It. I really like it. And also, if you're feeling a little more adventurous, this is good. I'll just drop that. As you can see, this is all unedited and everything. If you like like if you have dark circles and stuff like that, I get those all the time. The Fresh Fix is an oil control, but it's a banana powder. And none of this makeup is expensive. You should spend all your money more on skincare. And what I've been doing also, and then I'll shut up, is I've been doing castor oil. I've been doing that for about 3 months, and I have seen a little bit of a difference with it, but I found out that I was using too much of it, and then I needed to still use some of my other creams and stuff, and that's what I started doing, using a little bit more lifting stuff and, for nighttime. So it seems to be helping a little bit. Does it solve the entire problem? No, I'm an old bitch. I'm gonna be, and only so much it only does so much. But anyway, I hope this has helped you. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share. Thank you.